What is going on, guys? Odahi Gaming here, bringing you another DCUO video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my fire DPS loadout. The fire DPS by no means is the best DPS out there, but with this build you can keep up with the big boys. Not the quantums, not the munitions, but anything else. You're going to be thereabouts on the DPS chart. It does a nice bit of damage and it's a weapon mastery build. So first of all I'm going to be showing you my mods. So as you can see here from my weapon mod, I have blast adapter. And I have blast adapter in here at the minute, but I am thinking now to be changing this blast adapter out for the white mod that gives you back a little bit of power every time you hit an enemy. And for the only reason is the fire is ridiculous on the power it takes to use on your rotations, and it's really hard to troll. And you can leave that in there for raids and that, because there's going to be a troll there and he's going to be a good troll, but for alerts you're putting an awful lot of pressure on a troll. So you can keep blast adapter in there, but I'm going to change mine out for the one that restores your power, just simply to take the pressure off a troll. In my head I have gone with might and power. Now with this weapon mastery build, you want your might and you want your precision, so with all the colored mods they're all going to be might and whatever the other part of the mod is to make up. So the might and the precision are red, and the blue and the yellow. So you're going to be mixing the two types of mods. So you're going to be wanting might and, or precision and, to get your socket affinity bonus, because you need them to, because you get your critical attack chances and damages in there on your gear. And yeah, so here I have escalating might, and escalating might, basically what it does is every time you hit an enemy with a superpower, it makes that power more powerful, and it gives you an extra bit of damage and all that goodness. So on my back piece I have precision and might, so I've gone precision might in all my red sockets, and I have breakout regen. Now in your back socket it doesn't really matter unless you're going to use a supercharge what back you put in there. Really, I don't think there's anything really that beneficial to DPS in there for your back socket. So whatever you're comfortable using yourself, you put in there. I'm not going to judge you. Hopefully you don't judge me either. So on my, I've somehow gone back to my, yeah, there we go, down to my chest now, and I've gone might and health and core strength. Gain an extra 10% damage. Like 10% damage doesn't seem an awful lot when you're looking at it, but it is. It's a nice bit of damage, and I just quickly cycle through these here now. You can see that they're precision and might, all in the red sockets, and in the white socket I have deadly block. Now you can change deadly block for explosive block, simply because if you get surrounded by ads as a DPS and the tank mightn't be that good, or maybe you're not running with a tank, explosive block will knock them away, which could save you in a raid. And now in my waist you can see I have precision and might, and in my hands I have max damage. Now this is this is a necessity for DPS to have in your hand socket. I'll let you read that yourself, but yeah, it basically improves all your superpowers. From most superpowers are 35% damage, this bumps them all the way up, or every single one of them off to 60%. So that is a necessity. It gives you a lovely piece of damage, and yeah, that's pretty man. You can see there on my red socket I have precision and might again, just basically because it's a weapon mastery build. You need to get that precision and that might into that build. So yeah, and the shoulders I have might and power, and as I've only after noticing I've gone a lot of might into this, but you can put precision or you can put might, whatever you want. So I'm going to show you my powers now. And in your immolation tree, I'm going to max out everything here on my immolation tree, because I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard that if you max out a tree as a DPS, that you'll get an extra bit of damage. Now I don't know if it's true or not. In my head, in my mind, there's a tiny bit of damage, tiny bit of a difference since I've gone and done this, but I can't be too sure now. I just heard that, and every power for this loadout is in this tree. So you can max it out if you want. You can pick up something in ignition. As you can see I have nothing in ignition, but if you wanted to move in there, you can by all means go in there and pick whatever move you want. So obviously I've gone for weapons expert and tactical genius down the bottom here. And these are more innate for your critical attack chance and critical attack damage, and I've gone for my robot psychic. Robot psychic is a nice bit of constant damage, like another AoE to have in your loadout, and he hardly dies unless you're doing TOD or one of the bigger raids, like, and hardly ever dies. So in my loadout now, I'm going to show you I have my robot psychic, and sorry for this loadout, this suits me, but you can arrange this whatever way you want. This is the way I like to have my loadout. It's quick for me, I know where my buttons are, but you can arrange it whatever way you want. So we have my robot psychic in my first slot. I have Inferno in the second slot. Inferno is your AoE. This is one of the powers you use in this loadout. This gives you that area effect. Then you have Meteor Strike, which is another one of them AoEs, but I sometimes use either one. I'm more back on Inferno, but sometimes I'll use Meteor Strike. I'm not too sure which one I prefer at the minute, so I kind of rotate between the two. But yeah, and Immolation, I don't use this power, it's just there to fill the slot. Don't use it at all. I may change it for Supercharge, I don't know. Spontaneous Combustion, this is your damage all the time. This is a move you'll be using every single rotation, and it does a lovely piece of damage with your weapon mastery, and obviously your fiery weapon, which increases your might, critical attack chance, and your critical attack damage. Yeah, so you'd be clipping fiery weapon and spontaneous combustion all the time, and you'd be using just them three powers really, and robot sidekick. So I know it seems strange. So now I'm going to go into my weapon trees. So what you want to go to do here is, I've gone with hand blasters, because hand blasters, in my opinion, for DPS, hits the hardest and hits the most amount of targets. So you go down all the way down your tree, pick up your 21 or 22 pieces in your tree to get your weapon mastery, and go for explosive shot, which is in the bow tree. So you get your explosive shot and your might and precision down the very bottom, and then you go into your bow, you max out everything you need there for the weapon mastery obviously, and then you get your 3 innates at the bottom. Now after you have your weapon mastery, what you want to be doing then is go into every single tree and get these innates: the critical attack chance and the critical attack damage. As DPS, I can't stress how important these are in every single tree. You just get these 3 innates without getting anything else. Don't bother going for your precision or your might underneath until you have every tree and all 3 of these in every single tree. Every tree has either critical attack chance or critical attack damage, and when you have all these completed, then you can go back to all the rest of the trees and pick up the precision and the might. As you can see now, in a little bit now, I'll show you that I haven't, even with 157 skill points, I haven't got the whole way down, but I'm getting there. I think I'm 2 off. Yeah, I'm nearly sure I'm 2 off it. Yeah, there we go. So just work your way down. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to show you my loadout. So what you want to do here on this loadout is start with your weapon mastery and go into your weapon mastery, and then you clip spontaneous combustion with fiery weapon back into your weapon mastery, into Inferno, and then after that into your weapon mastery, into spontaneous combustion again, weapon mastery, spontaneous combustion, and then when fiery weapons back, you spontaneous combustion, or your weapon mastery, spontaneous combustion, fiery weapon, clip again, and you just rinse and repeat that. Keep going. That's all this rotation is. It's 3 simple moves: weapon mastery, fiery weapon, Inferno, and spontaneous combustion. That's it. And don't forget to take your robot sidekick out. And also as well with your trinkets, your DPS trinket, and I use Miss Boo because Miss Boo boosts you as well. It's another trinket, so I pop the 2 of them and it gives you a nice bit of damage, and Miss Boo does damage as well as my robot. So in a second now I'm going to be showing yeah, there's the trinkets going. Obviously I messed it up there, but never mind. Right, weapon mastery, spontaneous combustion clipped with fiery weapon, weapon mastery into Inferno, and then weapon mastery into spontaneous combustion, and just rinse and repeat. That's it. That's as easy and brainless as fire DPS it is. and as you can see, there's a lot of numbers flying up there, a lot of crits, and you don't hit as hard on these spawn targets, but when you're in a raid you can see these big numbers flying at you all the time. So yeah, so that's my loadout, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, like, comment and subscribe. I hope you come with a tank loadout soon. Peace.